Okay, let's jump right in. Today we're doing a deep dive into Scoopz.com. It's this platform that's making some big claims.
Right, they're positioning themselves as, a space for authentic creators, unfiltered stories, real community, trying to be different from the usual suspects.
Exactly. The antidote to social media fatigue, they say. But here's the thing. Our sources show this really stark contradiction.
Yeah, how can it be doing so well in the app stores, like huge numbers, but also have users reporting really basic problems? That's what we need to figure out.
So our mission today, analyze the sources, see if Scoops.com is genuinely credible, or if maybe it's just, well, shiny on the outside.
Looking past the hype, basically.
Let's start with the positives, because the market signals are, frankly, quite strong. You look at the Apple App Store, it's ranked 11th in entertainment.
That's pretty high up.
And a 4.8-star rating from, get this, 34,000 reviews. That's significant volume.
And it's not just Apple. Over on the Google Play Store for Android users, it's holding a solid 4.5 stars.
Okay, 4.5, yeah.
But from over 80,000 reviews. And the download count is massive, over 50 lakh. That's 5 million downloads.
Wow, 5 million. So that sheer volume, the downloads, the reviews, it points to a really active user base, right?
Definitely. High engagement, high ratings overall. Plus, they seem pretty transparent, which is a good sign for credibility.
How so?
Well, they list full contact info, email, phone number, even a physical address. And they've built a decent social following, too, like 30,000 on Facebook, 120,000 on Instagram.
Okay, so the numbers, the transparency, the social proof, it all screams credible platform. Big check mark there.
Seems like it.
But then we hit the user experience part, and this is where things get complicated. It's like two different worlds.
How do you mean?
On the App Store, you've got users calling it absolute gold, a refreshing alternative to the big names like TikTok and Instagram. They love the real-world content.
So positive feedback focusing on the content itself.
Exactly. And they're even suggesting pretty advanced features, like wanting live streaming, sort of like the old Periscope app. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, Periscope. Okay.
And wanting ways to save clips into playlists. These sound like engaged users who like the core product.
Right. They're invested enough to suggest improvements. But then you switch over to the Play Store reviews.
And it's a different story.
A very different story. Yes, some people there also like the uncensored vibe, but many reports focus heavily on glitches.
Glitches like what?
Like major technical issues, seeing the same clips over and over, just limited functionality overall. It sounds quite buggy for a lot of Android users.
And some of the specific complaints are really fundamental. Things you'd expect to just work on a social platform.
Such as?
People reporting they literally cannot comment on clips.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, kind of essential for building that community they promise, right?
Absolutely. Commenting is core interaction. What else?
No replies from their support team. Trouble editing their interests within the app, or even just seeing their viewing history. Basic stuff.
Can't comment, can't get support, can't manage basic settings. That's not great, especially with millions of users.
It just doesn't quite add up. Massive success on one hand, critical function failures on the other.
Okay, so let's try and synthesize this. Based on everything we've seen, the huge adoption, the generally high ratings, the strong social presence, the focus on creator content Scoops.com does appear credible.
It's not a scam.
Definitely not a scam. It's a legitimate platform, seems trustworthy in that sense, and the core idea of authenticity resonates.
But there's always a but.
But the technical side, especially reported on Android, seems shaky. These aren't minor bugs. They're hitting core features like commenting and support.
So for you listening, thinking about trying it out, what's the takeaway?
Well, the platform itself seems solid in its concept and has clearly found an audience. The content could genuinely be that absolute gold people talk about.
Okay, so worth exploring for the content.
Potentially, yes. But you need to go in prepared for some friction. You might find great stuff, but actually interacting with it or getting help if something goes wrong could be frustrating. The experience seems uneven.
Right, features might not work as expected.
Exactly. And this actually brings up a really interesting, maybe provocative thought to leave with.
Oh, right.
When a platform scales this fast, we're talking 5 million plus downloads, high ratings overall. Why do these fundamental issues like being unable to comment or reach support still persist?
Good question. You'd think they'd prioritize fixing the basics.
It really makes you wonder about development priorities in these hyper-growth tech companies. Is it all about hitting the next user milestone, even if the core experience for existing users is kind of broken?
Growth versus stability.
Precisely. It highlights that tension. Something to think about next time you jump onto the newest, hottest app. Is it solid or just scaled fast?